What is up, guys? Okay, so today I have an anatomy quiz on the reproductive system, so I'm just going to be going through it with you guys. Okay, good. So, what we talked about in lecture so far are the functions of the reproductive system. So, the functions of the reproductive system include producing more offspring, shuffling genetic information from one generation to the next. It's important in the success of genes over time. Reproduce a variety in the next generation. So the first figure I wanted to talk about is this one. So it's the male reproductive system. So here's a sagittal section of that. So you can see the prostatic urethra right there. Pubic symphysis. The different ducts here. The gonads or the testes, external genitalia, the penis and the scrotum, corpus cavernosum, corpus spongiosum, the anus, the rectum, the ureter, some accessory glands, so the seminal gland, the prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. Excuse me. For males, the reproductive system is mainly external, unlike females, which is internally located. Because sperm don't develop well in high heat. If they were inside, they would die. Sperm need an external environment to develop, so the testes are lowered. Male sperm are particular. Sperm sit in a sac of skin called a scrotum. Okay. Cremasteric pouch is the outer, inside the skin. Inside that pouch is the cremasteric muscle, which rises and lowers the testes based on temperature. It ensures the testes are as close as possible, remains in that position. The sperm travel through a long circuitous route of tubing from which they are developing. The tube goes up through the testes and through the muscle wall at a place where there is a gap with the abdominal muscles. The inguinal canal is a gap in muscles through which the spinal cord goes and is called the inguinal canal. Inguinal canal. Okay. Sperm circle back down and end at the penis. Tubing length gives sperm time to develop. Okay. Inguinal canal is surrounded by by muscle, narrowed, which narrow for the duct to fit through. So, in addition to sheet one testes, as babies are during gestation. Inguinal hernia, testes are developing within the body. Within baby boys, the testes develops in the body, then they descend through the inguinal canal to their birth position. The inguinal canal narrows enough for the duct to fit through. In newborns, one testes can be larger than the other, so they get surgery called inguinal hernia surgery. Testes and ovaries are homologous organs. Baby boys and girls are similar during gestation. Located in the body cavity and connected by long tubes. Female have long tubes, leads to the uterus. Males have a prostate gland. Similar layer in strata and glandular structure. If testes do not descend and the testes remain in the body cavity too long, the sperm will be viable. It will not be viable. You will be sterile and can be treated in baby boys with human gonadotropin hormone. Next figure is the structure of the testes. So you can see the different ducts, so this and the different layers of the scrotum, the mediastinum. Don't need to know mediastinum, septa. Just need to know the ducts, seminiferous tubules. Testes are divided into sections of testes. Seminiferous tubules within each section is this coiled tubing, dividing of ductus deferens. Tubing later becomes ductus or vas deferens. Once sperm, note that once sperm move forward, they leave the seminiferous tubules. They go into the organ beside the testes. Enter the epididymis. The site bound wrapped around each testicle, which is a further continuation of the same tunnel. Don't need to know the reed septum dividing mediastinum. Also, the seminiferous tubules contain testes and sperm a little further along in development. The next class, we talk about a bit more information. So back on that same figure, the structure of the testes, tubing, seminiferous tubules, tubing divided into lobules within the testes. So it's going from epididymis to the ductus deferens. The ductus deferens inside the spermatic cord. Next figure. Next figure is this. So there's a spermatic cord. So there's the seminiferous tubules leading to the eventually reaching the ductus deferens and up the spermatic cord. From there, sperma develop until well into the duct. Sperm have small tails. Spermatogenesis. So here's a figure for spermatogenesis. Mitosis of the spermatogonium, meiosis 1, meiosis 2, and spermiogenesis. Spermatogenesis. So both sperm and egg starts as a gonium, stem cell taken from lining of ovaries and testes, called gonium stage, when the egg or sperm will develop their mitotic divisions. First mitosis makes an exact copy. What are we accomplishing from meiosis 1 and 2? Going from a diploid to a haploid cell. We create half cell gametes that fertilize each other, combining variety for success, combining chromosomes. Okay, I actually have to take the quiz now. This is my first time really cramming for this. I just finished the notes this morning. It's been a crazy week. Banquets, all these different banquets for these organizations I've been a part of this school year took up a lot of my time. So I guess lesson here to learn is budget your time. Budget your time, guys. Budget wisely. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.